Hey, this is Andrew here at Vespa Portland. I'm standing with this bike that we don't talk about a lot, partly because most of the scooters that we're selling on a daily basis are for kind of inner city cruising around. This is a bike that's a little bit larger, something that you might want to hit a freeway with every day. This is the Piaggio MP3 500, and the 2020 model. We have a customer who moved down from the Seattle area where he purchased this bike, and he wanted to add a bunch of accessories to it. And some of this stuff is the first time we'd ever actually seen it when we ordered these accessories. So while it's here, I wanted to show you some of the accessories on this MP3 in case you also own an MP3 and you want to know what's possible with it. It's nice to have a little visual reference to go along with that. So the first thing he ordered was a top case. The top case is something that you've seen on pretty much every scooter, Vespa or Piaggio or otherwise. This is what the top case looks like on the MP3. Just like on a Vespa product, they are color matched to the color of the bike. This is a giant top case. It's wide and long and deep, and you're just going to be able to hold a lot of stuff in this thing. A top case is a good idea if you are going to be carrying items that are temperature sensitive. So there's plenty of underseat storage in an MP3, much larger than that of a Vespa product, but you're still in a situation where the engine is below that seat storage. And so the temperature is going to rise in there. It's not going to boil an egg, but it's not where you would want to put ice cream. So having something like this up here is a good option for anything kind of temperature sensitive or perishable. The next thing he wanted to add was these side cases, and these are actually a Piaggio product. They're designed by Piaggio for this bike. They're a soft case, and I believe they come off pretty easily as well in case you wanted to not leave those on your bike overnight. So another thing he wanted to add was this electronic heated lap apron. There's different lap aprons out in the world that you just kind of snap around yourself or that go on your bike, but the one on the MP3 is actually heated. It's kind of cool. And another neat feature about the MP3 is that it has a dashboard of buttons right below the handlebars for things like your seat opener and turning on and off traction control. And this can actually be wired right into a button on that dash. There's a few different open slots there for you to add extra accessories. Another thing he wanted to add were heated grips, and these are actually the Piaggio branded heated grips, and they too are going right into a button on this dashboard, so we can turn that on or off with just a push of a button. And then lastly, we have to turn the bike on for this one, but he wanted to get a very loud horn. So we installed the Stiebel Nautilus air horn on his bike, and it sounds like this. That should be enough to get any driver's attention. So these are some of the things you can add to an MP3 if you already have one or if you're thinking about getting one. If you want to get some of this stuff, you should know that your local dealer probably doesn't have all these things in stock. We keep a pretty good stock of things for all sorts of the bikes that Piaggio and Vespa make, but we actually didn't have any of these, so we had to order them all in from Italy. On this bike, there's a lot of what is kind of known as Tupperware in the industry. There's a lot of plastic that needs to come off to be able to do some of these things. So expect something like 8 hours of install time probably tacked onto this. It will take a while to get some of these things in here, especially the wired in things like the heated grips, the heated blanket, things like that. And the horn, you gotta take apart the whole front to get the horn off. But you heard how loud it is. It's probably worth it to you. And if you're on the freeway a bunch, some of these accessories are gonna be real useful for you for comfort, keeping yourself warm, and for carrying a lot of stuff. This is the Piaggio MP3 500. I'm Andrew at Vespa Portland. We'll see you next time.